Hello, Andrey. Thanks for your time. There's no Pedro Neto out there that we saw. Has he got a problem?
Yeah, not a problem, just a small issue. So to try to protect him. He's not involved in tomorrow game.
But after that, hopefully.
Yes.
So it'll be another game, I guess, where you have to rotate the squad, particularly given the logistics, the travel, the time difference.
Yeah, it's an important game because can give us 3 wins in a row in the Champions League, can give us 9 points, and so it's very important. For sure, we need to probably we need to rotate some of the players also because I think we come back in London Thursday morning 6 o'clock, and then Saturday we have one more game. So it's demanding schedule, but we're gonna try to adapt and do our best.
People would have you as the favourites for this game. I'm sure when you're plotting the route through the Champions League, potentially you put this down as hopefully 3 points. But Qarabag have been surprising this season, and the logistics of it. The 5.5 hour flight, going ahead 4 hours, arriving at midnight. Are all those danger signs? Are all those reasons to be a bit cautious?
Absolutely, yes, and also because they are a good team. They beat Benfica, they beat Copenhagen. They were winning against Bilbao. Then at the end they lost, but for sure it's going to be a tough game for different conditions, for different reasons.
Yeah. And then in terms of the Champions League, obviously your next game is going to be Barcelona after the international break. Your time schedule would suggest that potentially Cole could be back in time for that game. Is that your hope?
We hope so, but with Cole we try to plan, we try to schedule. At the beginning, then we need to review that. So in this moment we go day by day with Cole. He's still apart. He's not taking any session with the team, and we have Benoit Badiashile that probably can be available after the international break, and then for us it's a huge news.
But ideally for Barcelona and then Arsenal, you'd like to have. You're hoping you've penciled in Cole for being available.
To be honest, I would like to have Cole even tomorrow. I would like to have Cole every game. I said many times that we are a better team with the Cole. Unfortunately for us, he's out, his injury, but for sure we want him back very soon.
Okay, we'll go to Kieran, front row.
Thanks. Are you tempted to leave anyone else at home, like those players you've tried to protect, you Caicedo, Fernandes, João Pedro? Is anyone you're going to leave back rather than travel with?
No, just Pedro Neto won't be available for tomorrow.
Can I check on, is there an update on Asugo? Because he was sort of signed to be Caicedo's deputy, so it's probably put a lot of pressure on Caicedo, and he's dealt with it quite well. But is there any update on him when he's coming back?
No, he's still. I think he's still out for a while. Probably we need to wait. I don't know if New Year. I don't know, January, January. Not sure yet. But we are already in November. And as you said, Mo is doing well. We have also Romain that is covering that position. We had Andrey Santos that covering that position. And in some moment we use also, I don't know, Josh, or we use Reece. We try, as always we said, we try to find solution when we miss players.
Go to Aitan.
After the Tottenham match, you mentioned that you will be watching some of Qarabag's games. What was your first impression after watching the game, and which player caught your attention?
Yeah, as a team, to be honest, as a team, they are very good team. They are a very intense team. The way they press, the way they work all together as a team, you can see that it's many years they work with the same manager. And then especially at home, they are more intense. And as I said, will be a tough game.
Okay, we'll go to Simon.
Hi, Enzo. You started Jorgensen in the last Champions League game. Would he be starting tomorrow?
Could be an option. Yeah, could be an option also because we need also both keepers ready, and at the end we need to deal or treat with Robert also in the same way we try to deal with different players.
We spoke to Rob on Saturday after the game, and he feels like he's now in the best sort of form of his Chelsea career, that he's now settled in. Does Jorgensen need that sort of similar time to make his mark, that it's taken Rob this long to settle in, whereas in recent performances Jorgensen's looked like he's struggled quite a bit?
It's also true that I think Robert arrived here and he was playing from the beginning, since the day he arrived here. Philip is a bit different. He arrived here, he joined our club, knowing that Robert was the number one choice. But last year he was playing all the Conference League games. We use him in the Premier League, we use him in the different competition, and he was doing well. This season again he's doing exactly the same. It's not easy for player in general, but it's even worse for keepers when you don't play and you have to play some game, because it's very difficult for a keeper.
So you still have full trust in him?
100%.
Okay, we'll go to Jack.
Enzo, you mentioned just there that Qarabag had the same manager for quite a long time. Is that something you can ever see yourself doing, staying at one club for pushing 17, 18 years?
It's something, I never seen that. Right.
Is that the hope for this job?
It's sure that. It's something unbelievable. It's for I think 17 years, with the same club. It's amazing.
Reece James, you mentioned you've used him as an option in midfield, but a very good performance at Tottenham. Is he now physically at a point, do you feel, where you can rely on him to play 3 games a week, or are you still having to really consider how and when you use him?
Reece is good. He's doing well. He's fit 100%. The way he's behaved every game is top. Even when he's not playing inside the changing room, the way with his teammates. Now, yes, I think he is ready to play three games in a week. Also depends. I said many times. Also depends in the way we use Reece. We didn't use him up and down. I think it's a big job for him, for Malo, for any fullback to continue to do up and down. We use the fullback in different way, so probably we also protect and save him in the way we try to play. So I think he's ready to play 3 games in a week.
And you mentioned it's a chance for 3 straight wins in the Champions League. Everyone will put importance on finishing in that top 8 to avoid the playoffs.
Yeah.
Have you got a points tally in your mind that you think getting there you'll be safe for that top 8? Or
no idea.
No
idea. The last year I think was 15 or 16.
15, 16.
15, 16.
Like that, yeah.
So probably you need the same points, and we are very far at the moment.
Okay, final question in the room will be Martin, and then for those online, please raise your hand and we'll look to get round to you.
Hi Enzo, I'm fascinated by the logistics of this trip. It's less than 30 hours to kick off, and you're all here, and you've got a long way to go, big time difference. What's the thinking behind going so late into it?
No, it's also because of the schedule, because of the amount of game we have. We used yesterday to recovery after Tottenham game, so it was important to be in our facility, to use our facility for all the treatment that the players need. Probably if you go there, you don't have exactly the same. So we try to, as you said, we try to balance both situations. Be ready for the game, recover all the energy, knowing that the flight, the 4 hours ahead, these kind of things, especially we will arrive here first the morning, 6 o'clock in the morning. We have a game after, I think Saturday afternoon, Saturday night. But it's the schedule, and we're gonna try to adapt.
And you'll stay on English time, I guess, while you're there.
We stay in English time, yeah.
Thank you.
Okay, we'll now go to the reporters online, and we'll start with Nazar Kinsella.
Hi Enzo, it feels like COVID times unfortunately, but hello. I wanted to ask you a bit more about Liam Delappi's. I presume he's going to be back. Do you think this is an important game for him, and especially because it's his first Champions League game maybe to play for Chelsea?
Yeah, Liam is back. He's an important player for us. He's an option for tomorrow. And I said already many times that I don't have any doubt that at the end of the season we're gonna be very happy with Liam in terms of goal, in terms of also the way he works off the ball, how intense he is when we need to press. So no doubt that he's going to help us.
Okay, we'll go to Peter Roetzler.
Hi Enzo, can you hear me? Sorry about that.
Yeah.
Still fiddling around with the video. I just wanted to ask, we've seen Chelsea perform very well in some big games or high pressure games like we saw on Saturday against Tottenham. Is it important that when facing matches like against Qarabag, where you are the strong favourites, that you manage to maintain a strong performance level? And is that the key to maintaining the consistency that you probably want from your team?
I don't think it's about be the favorite one or no. It's the way we try to, you know, to deal with all the details of the game. Qarabag, I just said, they won 2 or 3 games like us in the Champions League. They were also winning the other one, and then at the end they lost. It's a very good team, organized, well organized. The way they press, the way they are intense. So it's going to be a tough game.
Okay, we'll go to Jacob Steinberg.
Enzo, you spoke about how Reece is now in a position where he can start 2 or 3 games a week. What's the situation with Romeo Lavia? Because he's not completed 90 minutes this season, but he's been in and out at points for you, such an important player. Seems to make your team, when he's there, kind of function extremely well. Is he, where is he physically at the moment? Because obviously he's had his injury issues in the last couple of years.
Yeah, the main target for Romeo now is to be fit. Don't get any injury. For me, in this moment, Romeo is where Romeo in this moment is where Reece was more or less 1 year ago in terms of back after a long time. We need to manage him every minute, every day, every seconds and the target with him is just to keep him fit. So he's training with us, he's okay, he's 100% fit, but we need to be very careful with him because we don't want him, to be out again, and finally he can enjoy be a football player.
Is he, because of those fitness issues, is he able to perform quite well where you want him to at the moment? Because, for example, the Forest game, you have to take him off at half time.
Yeah, the Forest game we planned for him 45 minutes, and then Ajax, I think he played 1 hour, 70 minutes. The other day against Tottenham, when he was inside, he was very good. So we are happy with Romeo, we are happy in the way he's progressing, and the only thing we want is to keep him fit. So I would like to have Romeo inside the pitch always, but it's my duty to try to protect also him.
Hi Andrew.
Hi.
Just want to sort of get your thoughts on how you're adapting back into English football and your memories of your sort of difficulties at Nottingham Forest. You seem to have responded great since then in the last couple of years.
Yeah, so I'm very happy to be here in Chelsea in the Premier League. So that big competition for me is the most hard in the world. It's so hard to play the Premier League, and I'm so happy to come back here with my adaptation in the Premier League.
How as a new signing though, how difficult was it at Nottingham Forest when you obviously wanted to make a big impact on loan and you weren't being picked? Was it a difficult time for you? And how helpful were Chelsea in that period? Yeah,
I think for sure, right? So I was there in Forest when I was 18, I think, or 19 years old, so too young. And now I feel that I'm more ready to play the Premier League.
Okay, anybody else in the room? Kieran?
Andrey, am I right in thinking you speak 4 languages? I mean, does that help when you're within a squad like Chelsea's, because you can mix with the English guys? If the French lads are having their own chat, you can go over there, you can help Esteban settle in. How much does that help you when you're in a squad like this?
So I think it's so important to speak a lot of language because it's good for my communication in the dressing room with my teammates. So yeah, I speak French, I speak English, I speak Portuguese of course, and Spanish too. So it's important to help with each other with like Steven. Sometimes I have to translate something for him to him, and I think it's so important for me and for the other players too.
I mean, you're only 21 yourself, but you seem to have put an arm around Esteban. Do you kind of feel that protection?
Yeah, for sure, because I arrived here young like Steven. I know how it's difficult to be here in the Premier with 18 years old, and I try helping him maximum I can.
Go to Gary.
I was wondering whether you thought you could be an example to other youngsters trying to get into the Chelsea first team of having good loan spells and not so good loan spells, but keeping to improve and making the best of the chances you're eventually given, and then coming back and carrying on the progress. Do you ever get asked by any of the other youngsters about how it's done and how you managed to achieve what you achieved?
So I think this is a process. So personally, I think it's my process. So Steven has another process. So he come to Brazil, he adapts perfect, and now he plays. So for me, a little bit different. I was in Forest and then in Strasbourg, and now I'm here. So I think it's a process.
But do you advise anyone, maybe at the academy or something like that, or a youngster that's coming into the club, never to give up, to keep fighting?
Yeah, for sure. I think we have to keep fighting because it's our dream, a dream of our family too, and you have to keep fighting always.
Thank you.
Go to Jack.
You spoke about sort of looking after Esteban. You and João Pedro, I think, look after him a fair bit. What does that look like? Is it just at the training ground, or is it away from the training ground, seeing each other, at home or out and about?
So we always together around in the training ground and the outside too. So I think our relationship is perfect because we always go to the national team together. So we did a lot of things together. So I think it's important to go on the pitch with this relationship.
There's been a lot of talk about Moises Caicedo's level after his performance at the weekend. Robert Sanchez said he's the best in his position in the world. I just wondered, for you as a midfielder, someone that I suppose would have grown up watching players like Casemiro played alongside him as well, what's it like to play with Moises, and how could you?
I'm so happy to play with Moi. For me, Moi is incredible. So since when I arrived here, he always told me to keep training hard, keep improving that, and I did. And now I'm so happy to see Moi improve. So he's amazing, and I'm so happy to train with him and play with him too.
Okay, last couple in the room. We'll go Sam and finish with Martin.
Hi, Andrey. You enjoyed a really productive loan spell at Strasbourg. Just talk to me about the sort of lessons you learned and the influence of Liam Rosenior.
So Liam, I love my ex-coach. So he's amazing. It's hard to say about Liam because since when I joined Strasbourg, so he helped me a lot. So and I improved a lot with him. So in the last week I sent message to him because I always watch the game of Strasbourg, and I say to my new baby's coming, and he said to me congratulations, and I'm so happy for you. So I think our relationship is perfect.
And we'll go to Martin.
Just a quick one, Andrey. You've done a lot of travelling going back to Brazil and all over Europe and everything. Just from a player's point of view, how do you look at a trip like this? You're still here, the game's only 29 hours away, and they're kind of back at 6 o'clock in the morning on Thursday to ready to play again on a Saturday. What are the stresses and strains because you're young, do you just do it?
Yeah, so of course it's hard to when we have a national team to come back to Brazil, and some players to Argentina, some players to Ecuador, but I think it's our dream, representation of our country. So every day we work hard here in Chelsea to be there in the national team, and to have to enjoy in these moments.
Okay, we'll now go to the people online, and we'll start with Nizar Kinsella.
Hi Andrey, I wanted to ask you more about Strasbourg. Chelsea and Strasbourg have a connection, and you were the first player to kind of do that step. Do you think this is a great step for young players, in the future, that there'll be many more great young players who sign for Chelsea, maybe go to Strasbourg, and then they can maybe be good enough to play for Chelsea after?
Yeah, of course. So I'm so happy to be the first one. But in this season we have a lot of players quality in Strasbourg. So like Mamadou Sarr, so Mike Penders, and Emega now. I think it's so important for us this both club, because when I was there in Strasbourg, the people from Chelsea always send message, how are you? So you are so good here. So I think it's important, this relationship with Chelsea in Strasbourg, and to be confident when we arrive here.
Okay, anyone else online that would like to ask a question? Yeah, go on, Nizar, one more.
Yeah, Andrey, I also wanted to ask you, how do you see yourself as a midfielder? Do you see yourself more like a Moises Caicedo type, or more like an Enzo Fernandez type? Because we've seen you play in both positions very well, so which kind of midfielder are you?
This is a hard question, because when I was young, I always play like a 6, but here in the Premier, it's a little bit different. But I can play in both positions, 6 or 8. I think the most important is help Chelsea and help the coach and my teammates too. So if the coach put me to play like a 6, I will do my better. And if he wants that I play like a 8, I will do my better too.
Okay, we'll end it there. Thank you, everybody.
Brilliant. Thank you. Good
Thank you.